I grew up in Miami Beach, Florida. Beautiful, suburban-looking private homes. It was time for me to go to college, and I came to New York to go to Stern College for women. As a matter of fact, in the first graduating class. And while there, I was introduced to my husband, Alexander Bell. Of course, the name Alexander Bell was part of his appeal. We raised 4 children in the community. Mayor, who now lives in Pennsylvania, the oldest, was 5 when we moved into the community. Esty, who lives in the neighborhood now, was 3 at the time. We waited 10 years, and then we were blessed with Ruvain. And after Ruvain one day said to me, "You know, Mommy, I don't want to be an only child." And thank God we were blessed with a little daughter also, who now lives in Israel. When we moved into Cedarhurst, the first thing we had to do was find a shul and then school for our children. We immediately found that the Young Israel of Lawrence-Cedarhurst was the perfect place to be our spiritual home. Rabbi and Mrs. Cornmell were there at the time, and certainly a great inspiration.
My father always told that he went to his Rav and asked the question between one of the other shuls, where there was a much larger community, a much more active youth department, a lot more kids. And he said, do we go to that shul where my son will have a lot of peers, will have people his age, will be able to grow up in a shul? Or do we go to the Young Israel of Lawrence-Cedarhurst, which is just starting out, which has fantastic members, has this, that, and the other thing, but again, doesn't necessarily have the young people. And he was told with absolute certainty, when his Rebbe heard that Rav Cornmell was the Rav there, he said, "You go to the Young Israel of Lawrence-Cedarhurst, because your son will have friends wherever he goes. He'll go to school, he'll go places, he will make friends, but a boy should grow up knowing what a gadol looks like." And that was Rav Cornmell, and that was the shul that he, in many ways, embodied the shul for us for all those years in the early days.
The shul met in a house. The shul part was downstairs, the social hall was the basement, and the Rabbi and Rebbitzin lived upstairs. It was so inviting. The first thing they did when we were newcomers and we didn't know how to say no is they made me sisterhood president. My husband had a regular class with the rabbi on Thursday evenings, and we very quickly were taken into the community, the Young Israel of Lawrence-Cedarhurst.
All my friends came from the shul. It was the place we went when we wanted to be together.
My husband, Alexander Bell, said to me many, many times, "This is my shul, and this is where I daven, and this is where I feel my community. This is my rabbi," and I feel the same way. One of the things I remember particularly said about my husband was that he made it his business to greet everybody when there was a new face in shul. He always went to make sure that they felt comfortable and welcome. I'm very happy to have been here all these years, and I'm very proud of my shul. I'm proud of all the accomplishments of my shul. And you are welcome, lovingly welcome to be part of it. I share my shul with you.
There is no one I can think of who is more active, who is more optimistic, who is more positive in life, who is more youthful, and really who is more deserving of this honor than my mother.
As my brother said, I can't think of anybody else who deserves this honor more. And I'm very, very glad that the shul is honoring my mother.
On behalf of the two of us, Mayor and Gila, all the grandkids, and of course the great-granddaughter, we just want to say, Mazel Tov, Mom.